Tony, it's been a week since you've been in the post as interim manager. How are you settling into the role?
It's been a bit strange, but we've had a week without a game. It's been, we've had a couple of training sessions, a long journey to Plymouth Tuesday night, but it's been a bit hectic, I must admit.
Yeah, you mentioned that trip to Truro. Obviously, we were supposed to play our first game on Tuesday. We got all the way down there and it was called off. So, how frustrating was that for you and the boys?
It's very disappointing, and the frustration I could see in everyone's, not even Turo's players, but it's just so unnecessary, and I think we've documented that now. I think Peter has received an apology from Turo, although it's something as a gesture, but which is good enough, and but it just seems to, he's going down there and things just didn't quite work out as they should have done. It was a long journey, so I think the players handled that situation in a professional manner, and we have to get on with it and move on to Saturday.
In terms of the squad, we've seen Harvey depart in the last few days. Can the fans expect any more movements in and out in the coming weeks?
I hope there's not movements out. I've called Brandon back from his loan period at Hemel. He's had a little bit of a frustrating time here. He's sent off. He's gone on international duty. He's not quite worked for him, but I've sort of said let's wipe the slate clean, and hopefully we can get him playing and show what a good player he actually is.
And weather permitting, we're off to Bath on the weekend, so how are you feeling going into that one?
Well, it's a difficult game. We've had a real difficult January. There's no two ways about that. But listen, the way the guys have responded to myself and Craig, I feel a lot better for it, and hopefully we can go down there. As I say, the slate's been wiped clean. We've got to go for things again. I think the team have been really close. We've probably failed at the last hurdle, and the last hurdle's sort of been over 90 minutes, but we've been unfortunate as well with injuries and them sort of things, and it hasn't helped at all with them happening. But slowly but surely they seem to be getting themselves fit, and as I say, hopefully we can go down and give a good count of ourselves, and at the end of it I just want them to work hard and do their best, and let's play with a smile on their face.
You mentioned Craig there briefly. He's obviously come in to assist you in your time as interim manager. So just give the fans a little update on sort of your backroom staff while you're in this post.
Yeah, to be fair, I've worked a lot with Paul Sawyer, and he's always been my number two. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be this time through the excellent job he's doing at Corinthians, and also through work commitments. But it was important to me that I give Paul first option, and so then we got to Thursday last week, and I wasn't too sure. I needed someone in to take the training session really, because it was just everything was all going, it was awkward if you like, but I was thinking, how are we going to do this, how are we going to do that, and then I had a couple of phone calls. I had a couple of text messages, people who said they would help me out, as and when they wanted to, and I've been in touch with Craig. He's been at a few of our games, and I've liked what he did when he was here previously, and we had a little chat, and he said he'd come in and help me out on the Thursday, and it's nice that what someone wants to do something. So if they want to do it, it's after battle, and I'm pleased that. After Saturday's game, we had a long discussion, and I said to him why I'm here, that I'd like him to help me out, and he'd be first team coach.
And in terms of the squad that you and Craig have inherited, you've worked with them for sort of a week now in training. How do you feel they're looking going into this game on Saturday?
Well, I can only say on their reaction in the training sessions, and we've had some meetings with the players, and I've said my point of view and what I think is right, and what I think they should try and do. I don't think they're that far off. It is frustrating when we get injuries. It's frustrating when we get too many injuries and they're all at the same time. You know, it's Matty last Tuesday night. He turned his ankle for Gillingham's training session on Monday, so he was unavailable. So all of a sudden that's happened. You know, but you know, Luke Hallen's trained. Last couple of sessions. Lockie's trained the last couple of sessions. You know, which is a good sign. And I'm just pleased that that they're showing a little bit of respect, which is what I want, and I think they probably looked up and seen. I said to them, I've done a lot of things in football, and I've also got got 2 relegations, which you have to bring up, but you learn a lot of things in relegation season. Believe you me, your friends are, that's for sure. But it's not all good. But I have done some good things for the club and with the club, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. So I just feel that I want the players to be happy off the field, and then I think they'll be happy on it. I think if we can tweak a little bit here and there and just give them that little bit of confidence, and be happy when they're playing, and try and be nice and positive, then who knows what might happen. I like to get the teams all pulling in the right direction. That's what my teams have been about. And hopefully, we can go in the right direction.
And finally, going into the weekend, over the last week, there's been a real positive response from the fans to seeing you back, sort of in the management role. So a word for them heading into the next few games.
Well, I think there was obviously a little bit of frustration creeping in over the last couple of months, and like I say, there has been some problems and issues. We played, literally, as I say, the injuries and losing games up just in the 90th minute, which is, it is disappointing. But, I think the fans would like to see players work hard and like to see them, making the effort. And I think it was close and it's happened. And I hope I can produce that for them. They're good guys. There was a few who went down to Truro, and that's the second time they've been down. And it's. I've always had a good report. They've always said what they wanted to say about me. Some things I might not like, but I will say, I don't go on the forums. I don't go on Twitter. Yeah, but I know that if anyone want to come and see me, they can come and see me, and and I'll tell them what I think and my opinion of the game or anything else. And together, hopefully, we can. As I say, go in the right direction. We're very close. It's a strange league. We're very close to moving up and very close to moving down. And hopefully, if we all stick together, we start moving up.
Cheers, Tony.